Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I would just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today is Wednesday, November the 8th, I believe, right? Today is November the 8th. Somebody on the team, please tell me. Yes, today is November the 8th. 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, every time you want to start something happens. I said this week I'm doing bonus shows, 2 bonus shows, which we still would do on the Patreon, which you can go ahead and become a member, $10 a month. Price will be going up soon, so you better get in now at $10, okay? And as soon as I was thinking this weekend, Sunday, I'm thinking, what am I gonna, these 2 shows, and then I said, hold on, man, I said, I'm about to get sick, and I knew it, and of course I got a cold, nose been stopped up. I sound kind of bad now, but I'm better than I thought. It always happens. It always happens. It never fails. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You want to start exercising? Well, I'm telling you, you want to start exercising. I remember one time I wanted to start doing P90X. And I remember I said, man, I got to start doing P90X. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, is my knee hurting for real? Like, my knee started hurting like real bad, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna start doing it. And I started to do it anyway, Knee stopped hurting after a couple of days, but I'm like, it's always something. Every time you wanna cross a threshold, Let's say you wanna start saving money, something like that. There's always gonna be something. So what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's always gonna be life. Life is always gonna happen. How you deal with it is what makes it better for you or makes it worse for you. You can never stop. You can never have an excuse like, oh man, this nothing's ever going to be perfect. Nothing's ever going to be aligned. That's one thing that I learned. I remember before I got married to my wife, I used to think, well, we got to have this set up, that set up to have children. It doesn't matter. Listen, rich, poor, money, no money, young, old. It does not matter when you have a child. When you have a child, life goes upside down, okay? It does not matter the financial situation. Does not matter it doesn't matter. Things are going to change drastically, okay? And that's just how it is. And nothing's ever really, if you wait, then you will always be waiting. So what I'm telling you is, just go do it, just go do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. Just go do it. Okay? But ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about something very important. We're going to talk about, you want to get as much information from people as possible whenever you do, no matter what it is. Whatever business, online, offline, doesn't matter. You want to get as much information. You want to get name, phone number, address, email address, height, weight. It doesn't matter. You want to get as much information as you possibly can because you want to be able to sell to your customers over and over and over again. You want to be able to retarget somebody that came and they haven't bought yet. You want to be able to send them more information, send them more stuff. You want to be able to keep in contact. The more information you have, the better off you will be. And I know people will tell you, don't give people your name. Let me tell you something right now. You got a cell phone, you got a smartphone, you got Facebook, you got Google, YouTube, all that crap. All that crap, they got all your information. So why are you trying to act secretive when somebody else is like, hey, I want to sell you some products that you might need. I need your name and your phone number. Because when I first started gathering the email list, people was like, don't get phone numbers, just get the email. They won't give you the phone number. And I thought, okay. And, I have I cut that out. I changed that. I changed that after about a couple of months. I thought that's stupid. Why wouldn't I try to get as much information as possible? Everybody else does it. When you go to the store, they want your name, your address, your email, your phone number, your blood type, you're married, how much you make. They want all that stuff. Who doesn't? The more information, the better off you will be. Two things that will always help you when it comes to marketing, when it comes to running a business. More income, more information. The more information you have on your customers, the better off you will be. The more income you have for marketing, for advancing things, the better off you will be. It's just how it is. So work on both. Work on ways to drum up more income so you can put it back into your business and get as much information as possible from your customers, whether they have bought from you or they have not bought from you yet. You know, there's no such thing as, oh, this guy came in and he didn't buy nothing, he's not a customer no more. They're always going to be a customer. There's always a chance somebody's going to buy. They might not buy from you today, they might not buy from you tomorrow, but eventually, if they stay on your list long enough, they will buy. And then if you don't want them on your list that long, you can always run them off. One time I wrote 7 emails one weekend, and this lady said, how many emails are you going to send? I said, you can always get off the list. She said, delete me. I said, nope. You're going to get off the list yourself? Or I ain't going to delete you. What I'm going to delete you for? It don't work like that. And so do what you can, you know. I watch church every week on YouTube. I can't get to my church every week because I'm working sometimes. And then, you know, the pastor, he said something that's, you know, I said, next time I see him, I'm about to ask him about this. He says, you know, we're not going to be a bother to you, you know, if you give us your email address. And I thought, you know, pastor, I like the pastor. I like the church I go to. Pleasant Hill Baptist Church in Roswell, Georgia. I love them. But one thing that I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking to myself, we probably should be a bother. In this day and time, more people need to know about the word. More people need to know about the Lord and Jesus now more than ever. So I'm thinking, Pastor, you probably should be a bother. You probably should email these people every day. You should email them something like, and you know, listen, you go to church. When people go to church and they say, this is my first time at this church, you are looking for something. You know, going to church is a very voluntary thing. You know, you have to really, you can't just stumble into a church like, oh, I didn't know this was a church. Pretty big signs, pretty big things that say this is a church. And so I'm thinking, you know, the pastor, he should write an email. He should send out daily emails about, you know, why you should come to church and why you should be a member. Because, hey, listen, you want, you know, a church it's designed for a community. It's designed to bring more souls, and you want more people to believe in the word. You want more people to believe in the Lord, you know, Jesus Christ. And the more that you can reach out to people, the more you can get in touch with people, the better off you will be, and you will be able to connect more, you know. Because the problem is, a lot of times people go to church on Sundays, and then for the rest of the 6 days of the week, they're like, forget it. You know, they curse, they do this, they do that, you know. And not to get preachy with you or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, if you are a true believer, you know, you believe, you don't believe, you know, that's not my. But if you're a true believer and you go to church once a week, and then the rest of the 6 days, you're like, then you need to, you know, if I was running a church, I would email people every day. Now that I know what I know about, you know, emailing and getting in contact with people, and knowing that people need to know the word, people need to hear the words of Jesus, I would email them, reach out to them every day, get in contact with them as much as possible, so that way they can stay in the fold, they can feel like they're in the fold, and they can feel like, hey, I'm getting my daily dose of the word. You know what I mean? And so, you know, that's a little email strategy for you. So if you have an email, you have the address. If you have the mailing address, the phone number, you can always text them. If you have that mailing address, you can always send postcards. They have different companies that you can send out a postcard. Whatever you sell, if you sell supplements, if you're in the fitness thing, you want to get in you want to stay in contact. You want to stay in constant contact with people. And the reason why I say that, because fitness is just like religion. The more you do it, the better you will feel. The more you go to it, the more you adapt and adjust and actually do it. There's a reason why fitness places, the biggest month is January. Everybody's like, yeah, January, I'm going to change my life. And we all know that crap don't work. If you're old enough, if you're in your 30s or 40s, you're old enough to know resolutions, New Year's resolutions, they don't really work. You can try to will yourself to do it, but you have to actually do in the work. Action speaks the loudest. You have to actually put in the work. You have to actually say, I want to do this every day. You have to get up every day and say, I am going to do this. You have to get up every day and say, I'm going to do it whether I feel good or not. You know what I mean? And that's why I was just telling you in the beginning of the episode, even though my nose is stopped up, here we are recording. We got to record the episode. We got to keep recording. You got to keep doing the thing that you want to do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we went to the gauntlet: religion, fitness, email. But hey, that's it for the show today. We'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. And those bonus shows will be dropping this week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want the first bonus shows to have, the nose stopped up. You know what I mean? So we got to get rid of the cold. And Friday or Saturday, we'll be dropping the first one. And then definitely by Sunday, we will have 2 of them dropped. And so if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, sign up. Go to Patreon. We leave the link in the show now. We will go back and try to put the link in every show. I got to catch up and do that. And ladies and gentlemen, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the greatest marketing show. Forget marketing show. This is the greatest podcast show on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Rosano. God bless each and every one of you. And as always, everybody, peace.